What is up, guys? It's your boy. Your boy? So, okay. Here is my first video of Philosophy Mondays. And first topic of Philosophy Monday is why this is an important subject, why philosophy is an important thing. And first, why it's important. It helps people create their political views. Why people think the way they do is because of what philosophy they take. Why a far left group thinks the way they do is because they have the philosophy of a John Rawls or a postmodernist or something like that. Someone who has why America came together was John Locke, Thomas Paine, a philosophers of the Renaissance who believed that men are free. That's who they should be, and that is how America came together. That is why philosophy is a very important thing to have, very important thing to really focus on. Because what your philosophy is how you look at the world. Like take a take a Nazi, for example. What they have in philosophy. You have a Nietzsche, you have a men some men are better. We should all try to strive for the best human. It's something like that. And that is why there's bad stuff in the world, because people have this kind of philosophy like that and don't believe in men are best trying free. Men are best in tribes. Men are best together. That is why you have kind of stuff like this. See, that is why philosophy is an important thing, and that's why I will definitely dive into it a lot. And again, why? And my second point here is don't take a political stance at its face value. Take a political stance to its extreme. Take a transgender person to its extreme. Yeah, a transgender person is great. It's good. But don't let it come to transracial people or transability people, where you can now say you're not, you have a disability. That is taking stuff to an extreme, and everything will be taken to its logical extreme. And make sure you don't support stuff that can be crazy bad if taken to its logical extreme. Take Ocasio-Cortez, for example. And she can be taken to her logical extreme. You get socialism. You get money. Why, if I'm going to pay for your education, why shouldn't we all pay for everything? It just makes sense. That is why everything will be taken and then expanded upon, because it just makes sense to do that. The philosophy of let's pay for it, it makes sense, help people, it's going to be taken to its extreme, and that's what happened when it was taken to extreme in Nazi in USSR Russia and Soviet Russia. Libertarianism taken to extreme is what you get America. It's what you get a good country. It's what you get a free country. Taken to its extreme is why, if I don't, there's no victim to my crime, why is it a crime? It's a free country where you can do whatever you want if you don't hurt someone else. The non-aggression pact, as I might talk about later on in a different video. The Libertarian Non-Aggression Pact. Just take what you think, take it to its logical extreme, and that's probably what's going to happen with your position. That is why it's important to really think about philosophy and think about it as not as a pragmatic term, not as, you know what, pragmatically, you know what, some stuff makes sense pragmatically, but it hurts the American freedom. It hurts the freedom of the people to do what they want to do. And that's why I don't think pragmatic terms are the best. I think pragmatically, I don't think pragmatically, you can make a pretty good pragmatic argument for gun control or something like that for the Second Amendment. I don't agree with the pragmatic terms of that. I think there's a different part, there's a second side of it, but there's a pretty good pragmatic argument for it. But freedom wise, you should have the right to do so. You should have the right to have a gun. You should have a right to protect yourself against other people, the right to self preservation. And that's why it's important to take the pragmatic side and also take the freedom side and really mush them together into your political stances. That is why I can't just say what's best for the society. You know what? You get Nazi Germany when you say what's best for the society. And you get stuff like that. And that's why Ocasio-Cortez is best for the society. And that's why her pragmatically just, that's why she has an appeal to people. You have to keep that in your head when you're thinking about political positions and where that can go later on, and not just take that political position to where it is now. It is extraordinarily important to think about, obviously, as I've been saying. It's extraordinarily important, and I hope you think about it. I hope you think about what philosophy is in your political stance. I hope you think about a logical extreme of your political stance. I hope you think about, is it really free? Are you taking away the right of someone else to do what they want to do? And if you are, that isn't the right political stance in my philosophy. I don't think that's right. I think a man is nature is to be free. The man's nature is to do what they want to do, not what other people want them to do. The man's nature is to make something for people, not to make something for them. And if making something for other people helps them do better, that's good, and that helps the people live the way they want to. They want to live free. They want to live lives that you aren't forced to do stuff. You are optional. It's optional to do stuff. You agree to what you have to do. You agree to a job. You agree to stuff. And that is why you have to think about your political opinions pragmatically. Yes, that's definitely an important thing in a lot of things. Think of it pragmatically. But also, does it take away from the freedom of the people to do what they want to do? And I hope you definitely think about that. Goodbye.